Well, dear, would you like for me to refinish the floors for you?
Yes, I mean, it'll be good for them, you know, and if we don't do it now, it's gonna be hard to ever get it done.
Right.
And they're gonna be so beautiful when they're redone. Yes, thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Bill.
And Elizabeth, live simple.
Live free. And we are actually, before we move in, we're going to refinish the floors. The wood is actually in pretty good shape, especially considering it's, I assume this is original, built in 1950. So
yeah.
The wood is in pretty good shape. The finish, whatever they used, varnish or whatever, is not.
Yeah.
It needs to be redone. And you know, we realized that if we don't do it now, once we get moved in, it'll probably never be done.
Yeah, it'd be too big of a headache to try to really figure out how to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with it?
Oh, I think honestly, if we can get back to just the original basic oak, the original oak floors, I don't think I want it stained. If we can just gonna get it to its originalness and then just polyurethane it, I think it'll be light and beautiful. Oak is so beautiful. And I think I kind of had that in mind even with what I picked for the colors for the walls. I think the original oak would be beautiful.
Yeah, the floors as they are now, they were stained before they were finished, so they're pretty dark. So be a little extra work to sand it enough to get the stain out, but Barry and I are going to try to do that the best we can to get it back down to the original unstained oak.
Well, and if it's not perfect, that's fine because variation is nice.
Right.
But at least you don't have to stain it again.
That's true. Save me one step.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna love just keeping this the natural oak. I can't believe that we have been able to get a house that has the original oak flooring. Get some polyurethane on this. It is gonna be beautiful, hon. Yeah, it's a lot of work for you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I love the pattern in it.
You see the difference, the hull has not been sanded yet.
Yeah, if you look right across there, you can really see the contrast. Oh no, I love it, hon.
So the whole house is now finished. This is the main sanding machine that we rented for a couple of days, and we attached that hose down here to the shop vac, which basically almost completely eliminated the dust in here. Otherwise it would have been a total mess.
Yeah.
So that got 98% of the dust. So we still have some cleanup to do before we do the poly, but it isn't nearly as bad as it would have been if I didn't have that vacuum cleaner.
Isn't it beautiful? I'm just picturing what this is going to be like with the nice levels of polyurethane on it. We're going to use 3 coats of a satin finish. And I didn't want to go too shiny because it can be slippery and it shows things a lot more, but I also wanted it to have some shine. I didn't want it to just be matte. So we're going with the satin finish.
And of course this is, it's still got a layer of dust on it.
Yes, I
So
know, it's sweet.
it'll be a lot cleaner. But you can see even like over here, some places where I was not able to get all of the stain out. Barry and I actually spent 2.5 days on this floor, and it was brutal. That machine is so heavy, and my neck and my shoulders and everything were totally exhausted. And we could have gotten the rest of the stain out, but it probably would have taken another 2 days of sanding. And quite frankly, I just had enough.
Well, besides, I don't mind a little variation in the color.
It gives character, right?
Yeah, and Barry says some of the places, it's like they sanded too deeply.
Well, the last time they did it,
Yeah.
they sanded real deep and made some marks that we can't be sanded out, so.
Right, and I don't want them digging too far into the wood. So no, the little bit of variation makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it came out beautiful.
Yep. So we're gonna clean this up,
Yes, everything, clean.
and then first thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna start with the first coat of polyurethane. I'm gonna do 3 coats. Hopefully I can get it done in a day. About every 4 or 5 hours, I can come in and do another coat of polyurethane. So we'll see what happens.
And he's smart enough to not paint himself in.
Well, that's what windows are for.
Yeah, I know this is gonna be beautiful, huh?
Now we are not going to be doing any sanding in the kitchen. Everything is fine in there, and we want to keep the dust out of all the kitchen cabinets. So I took some plastic that was left over from doing the crawl space, and I completely taped the door shut with plastic. And also this pass-through window over here, and that will keep all of the dust out of the kitchen. So I've got the floor all prepared to put the first coat of polyurethane on. I used the shop vac with a brush on it, and then I used a Swiffer picker-upper. I've never used one of those before, but it got all the fine dust up off of the floor. It actually worked pretty well. So now I'm going to be using Minwax polyurethane for floors. I don't know what it means for floors, except maybe it's a harder finish or something to take the wear and tear a little bit more. I don't know, but anyway, so I'm using satin, and yeah, that's what I'm using. This is a 2.5 gallon bucket, and it costs about $120 or something like that. So this is an applicator brush that's designed specifically for floors, for polyurethane. I've never used it. We'll see how it works. Wow, that was amazing. I just finished the first room and the entire thing took me about 10 minutes. I can't believe how fast this is. That's a good thing. Well, first coat done. That was actually pretty amazing because the house is 950 square feet, minus the bathroom and the kitchen that I didn't have to do. So I probably did about 800 square feet. And it only took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. I couldn't believe how fast it was. So that's the first coat. Now I gotta let it dry for 4 to 5 hours before I can do the second coat. Well, dear one, what do you think?
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I am really enjoying seeing the paint and then the shiny floor and how it's all coming together. And I don't know, picturing curtains and having a good old time. But no, it's going to be so good for the floor, and it is gorgeous.
Yep. You know, I can do all aspects of construction. I have done all aspects of construction, except for refinishing wood floors. This is the first one I've ever done. And I think it came out pretty well. It's also the last one I'm ever going to do. Yeah. It was really brutal. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really happy with the way it came out. And I think the satin is fine. If we had gone with semi-gloss, you know, it'd be more slippery and I don't know, it's just...
I thought satin was a really good in-between because it's not as slippery.
Right.
But it still has a nice shine when the light hits it, so
right.
I'm very happy with it.
Now I was planning on doing 3 coats, but I've got 2 coats on here and I've decided that that's enough.
It'll be fine.
So a 3rd coat would be better, but two coats is certainly adequate. When you read the directions, it says apply 2 or 3 coats.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the floor is well protected. Where it was all sanded down is all covered nicely. And so it's refinished it, so it's good for the floor.
Yeah.
But it also, I think it looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it like it is. Yeah.
So I did the second coat 24 hours ago, and it says that dry time until it's completely dry and hard is up to 72 hours. So we can walk on it, but we have to be very careful not to scuff it because it'll still scratch. It's still soft.
We are being very careful with it.
So 72 hours, and then we can start moving furniture in. All of our furniture, we have a couch.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. But we have a couch and those two desk container thingies.
Yeah, that we brought down from
Virginia.
Virginia.
That we brought from Virginia, yeah.
So here's the plan. Should we tell them the plan?
Oh, if you want to tell them the plan, that's fine with me.
We're leaving tomorrow morning for a reservation that we've been looking forward to for many, many years. Yes. We are going to Destin, Florida for 4 days, for Friday through Monday.
It's on the Emerald Coast, and it's a military.
Yeah, we're staying at the Destin Army Recreation Center.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, we'll come back here to this house for just a couple more days before we head to Virginia for a while.
Yeah.
So when we get back from Destin back to here, I'll be able to bring the couch in and that sort of thing because the floor will have had enough time to dry.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Anyway, that's about it. All my hard work actually paid off this time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And things are fixed and they're working right. And I am just absolutely thrilled to death.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching.
Yeah, live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
Yes, we love you guys. We will certainly take you along and we'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.